Look down almost any street in Wilmington, North Carolina this morning, and the ferocity of Florence is evident everywhere. Maybe not as powerful as everyone expected, but packing a serious punch nonetheless. Trees not just toppled, but splintered, uprooted, and littering the roadways, testing what power lines remain. Volunteers braved the still forceful wind and rain to help make way for others, not least those in need. But those trees seemed at every corner. Then again, few worried about the wind that brought down so much. The real concern, that water, rising overnight and threatening all in its path. Before the storm hit, that was a backyard just outside Wilmington. Not today.
Just to give you a sense of how high the surge is getting already, we were here yesterday, and this is a parking lot that stretches pretty much to that pole out there. This is what's happened overnight. The wind is brutal, the water is rising, it's about at my knees already, and you can feel it getting higher even as we stand here speaking.
And the thing is, no one can say how bad this'll get, and as the water rises, so do the worries. In the water, in a sense, a state trooper. Your main message to people who are in shelters, who've abandoned their homes to stay safe for the moment, what is your main message?
Stay put, let the storm move past. The basic thing is to make sure everybody stays home. That's what we're trying to tell everybody. Stay home and stay safe and wait till we all get through it.
Easier said than done.
Is this your first time here since, like today?
Yes, it is.
Out to survey some of his family properties at water's edge today, Kentley Hall. His place, hidden by the fallen tree, sits directly in the path of the ever-rising seawater.
By far, this is the worst we've ever seen. We went through a lot of hurricanes, Bertha and Fran and some of the other ones, but by far, this is the worst we've seen.
Grateful his family is all right. Buildings can be repaired or replaced, he told us. Now it's a wait and see. As North Carolina waits, it's bad enough already.
How bad? You know, you talk about the rising waters with this storm, and that remains a prime worry, but let's consider the wind again. Check this out. You might have seen this in the piece. This is one of these, flat top gas station canopies. We were driving along here earlier today, and we saw it. We thought, did that happen overnight? We came out to take some pictures of it. And some of the neighbors who are still here came out, and I said, that happened last night? They said, absolutely. 5 o'clock this morning, they heard a, boom. They looked out, and this thing just crashed over. The water is rising, that's the problem, but the wind was wicked as well. This storm gets you both ways, Andrew.
No, it's incredible to see. And Paul, you talk about the power of the wind. I mean, can you tell us just a little bit more about what it's like to be in the thick of that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we were driving around today amid all those trees and trying to, just see what we could see. And we're sort of constantly looking at a radar app on our iPhones, right? And you see Wilmington right in the bullseye of this giant sort of yellow and orange and then red blob of storm. And you're right in the red, and you're thinking, well, no wonder it's so intense, right? It's crazy. And then it kind of stops. I mean, even as it just did here and now, it seems. And like the wind went away, the rain stopped. You think, well, is that it? That wasn't so bad. And then it would kick in again. And it's like, oh, it starts all over again. And that's the problem with this storm. It's relentless. It keeps coming and coming and coming at you. Like this one doesn't want to stop. And that, Andrew, is the problem.
Paul, always good to hear from you out there. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, stay safe. Paul Hunter in the storm zone tonight in Wilmington, North Carolina.